Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mrs. Bates, and I'd like to welcome you to Woodpeckers class. I'm here today to give you a little bit of an insight into how the children are going to learn in Woodpeckers class this year. So I'd like to share some information with you. So in Woodpeckers, we have a daily English and maths lesson, as well as a daily whole class guided reading lesson. Spelling is taught every day, and initially we will focus on securing the year 1, 2 and 3 words. In your child's reading record, a word list is in the back, and it would be really helpful if you could check that your child knows all of those year 1 and 2 words, so that they're ready to start practicing the year 3 and 4 words in the classroom. On a Monday afternoon every week, the children will have a science lesson with Mrs. Molyneux. And on a Tuesday morning, the children will have Miss Brailsford for an RE lesson. PE takes place on a Tuesday with Multiflex, and at the moment they're taking part in dance activities, and with me on a Friday afternoon. So please make sure that you wear PE kit, your child wears PE kit on these days. Homework is sent using Google Classroom on a Friday and needs to be completed by the following Friday. I have invited all of the children to join the Woodpeckers Classroom for this year. So look out for an email on that Google account so that you can access Google Classroom, please. We have a thematic approach to learning at Wincham, and our topic is what did the Romans do for us? And this will integrate our English, our maths, science, geography, history, music, art and design and technology learning as much as possible. So we have a fabulous class text called Escape from Pompeii, which we have started already. And through that text, we will learn about the physical features of volcanoes, mountains and earthquakes. We'll learn about the Romans, and we have started our science focusing on rocks. Our art and design and technology will also be linked, such as creating mosaics. We expect high quality writing across the curriculum, so a high standard of writing in our English books as well as our other books as well. So I will be encouraging a high standard of spelling, punctuation and presentation, where we always join our letters together. Accurate cursive joined handwriting is expected in every book. And every Friday there will be a writer of the week, and a copy of the writing from the writer of the week's book will be displayed in the foyer of school. So the end of year expectations for writing in English are listed here, so you can have a look at that. These include things like using fronted adverbials, using commas after those fronted adverbials to start sentences in different ways, using inverted commas to punctuate speech, and using paragraphs. So there's a lot of things that we need to cover in our English writing this year. Guided reading takes place during English lessons as well as in a separate session after lunch, and we focus on vocabulary, inference, prediction, explanation, retrieval and summarising. So the children will be expected to answer questions on all of those skills. So the children have got reading books from our classroom bookshelf at the moment, which they will bring home every night. And please can you read with your child every night for about 20 minutes. I will check the progress through the yellow reading diary. So the children bring those into the classroom every morning. And so we need their reading book and their reading diary in school every day, please. The home reading book can be changed when they've finished it and an adult has signed their diary. And the children need to log on to Book Club each week and take part in the reading quizzes. So they have some login details in their reading diaries. The Times Table Rockstars is there, and the Ed Shed is there as well. So these are the kind of questions that I ask as part of our guided reading lessons. And if you can, it would be really helpful when you hear your children read, if you can ask some of these questions about the text as well. So Book Club is a reading programme to help children progress with reading, and the books are carefully graded. So in Year 4, we have end-of-year expectations for reading. These include justifying inferences with evidence, recognising apostrophes of possession, looking very carefully at sentences, and skimming and scanning to find information in the text. Our no-nonsense approach to spelling reinforces the previous year's spelling and phonics, and we also look at our Phase 5 phonics and those spelling patterns. The children will need to be able to spell all the Year 3 and 4 words to achieve the expected level. So at the moment, I've sent a list of the Year 1 and 2 words home, and then as part of the Google Classroom homework, the word searches this week are the Year 3 and 4 words. So we will be looking very closely at that checklist and ensuring that the children are encouraged to read and spell all of those words regularly. These are some of the techniques that we use in spelling. So if your children are struggling with spelling, then these are some of the things that will help. Pyramid words, look, say, cover, and then check, or writing things like images around the words, or drawing around the word to show the shape. These are the expectations for maths. So things like counting backwards through 0 to include negative numbers, comparing and ordering numbers beyond 1,000, counting in multiples of 6, 7, 9, 25 and 1,000, recognising place value for 4-digit numbers such as thousands, hundreds, tens and ones, rounding numbers to the nearest 10, 100 or 1,000, and we use the written column method for adding and subtracting. We also look at fractions, adding and subtracting fractions with the same denominator, and reading and converting time between analog and digital, 12-hour and 24-hour clocks. By the end of Year 4, children are expected to count in multiples of 2, 3, 5 and 10, and 6, 7, 9, 25 and 1,000. Now, as well as counting in these multiples, there is a statutory multiplication times table check for all the Year 4 children in June. So from the government, they will send us a multiplication times table check for all the children in Year 4, and this will be in June. So this is a test with 25 questions, and the children will have 6 seconds to answer each question. Test questions will be random questions from the multiplication facts up to 12 times 12, such as 8 times 7 or 12 times 9, and the test will be administered on a screen in school time. This is why it's very, very important that the children need to log on every week to practice these facts on Times Table Rockstars. So the children should know their 2, 5, 10, 3, 4 and 8 times table already, very, very quickly, and the facts in isolation and mixed up, so that in Year 4 we can learn our 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 and 12 times tables. So please make sure that you are aware of your child's usernames and passwords for Book Club, Times Table Rockstars, Spelling Shed and Google Classroom, because they'll need these every week. Please read as much as you possibly can, 5 times a week for 20 minutes, and sign in the reading diary when you've heard your child read. Please take part in Times Table Rockstars every week. Ideally, little and often is the best way to learn these facts. So 3 times a week for 10 minutes is better than once a week for 30 minutes. There are maths and English activities every Friday that are set on Google Classroom. Class Dojo is a brilliant way to reward children for good work, independence, being on task and participating. So I am awarding Dojo points to the children every day. So if you'd like to, you can log on to Class Dojo and you can see when I've awarded those points and what those points have been for, and celebrate with your child. There will be a prize in my class for the child who has the most Dojo points in 1 week, and their name will be displayed in the classroom to celebrate. If you need free school meals, then please check this criteria. If you don't already have it, please download the School Spider app, because that's where you can get information and important messages from the office. And one very important scheme that we follow is the No Outsiders scheme. And that message is that everyone is welcome in our school, no one is the same, and everyone is equal. So we have some very clever age-appropriate books to teach about these aspects: the Equalities Act and British values, radicalisation and extremism, and celebrating difference and diversity. So the children really respond very well to these stories, and we have some very special messages to share, and remember using those books. I know that I've shared lots and lots of information during this meeting. So if there's anything at all that you need, that you've got any questions about, or anything that you'd like to ask me, then you're more than welcome to email me using the class email address, and then I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.